everyone, hey and welcome back to yet another episode of Battle Rap Resume. We're doing yet another preview. Today we're doing Dub Scandal, Cause and Effect 2. This is going down 18th of August, Newcastle. So if you're anywhere in the local area, you should definitely get down. This is an incredible card. As always, follow the show at Battle Rap Resume. Patreon is there. If you like the show, you want to give back to the show, you want to get extra content, battlerapresume@gmail.com if you want to get in touch with me. Subscribe to us on iTunes, YouTube, leave a comment, go watch all the old masterminds and all the top fives that we've done. There's so much bloody stuff on there. But, you know, very excited to be joined by a great guy and someone who I'm just in love with his name, Conman Curve. I love your name.
Oh, thank you, mate. Thank you very much. It's your friendly neighbourhood Conman as per.
That's it. And I remember asking you, I think it was like at maybe Next in Line 2 or something, where, well, you battled Manic, didn't you? But it's been like vaulted or something?
Yeah, that battle got vaulted, and I think LS Dean again.
Oh, Mr. Quinney.
Mr. Quinney. You know what? I've tried to seek down Mr. Quinney because I think he would do quite well in the Dub Scandal environment.
I totally agree. I remember watching him. I think it was Danny was saying initially he was one of the guys that entry at Don't Flop that sent an email in. And I've said this to Danny and Owen before. I've said, like, please give me access to that inbox. I just want to see who's emailed in. I want to see these people because they never seem to get through. I myself emailed 100 times, never got a response. But he was quite different, wasn't he? He definitely didn't feel like he was copying anyone.
He had a very old school sort of, maybe like an Eddie P kind of vibe about him, but a bit more toned down. Like Eddie P always used to be a bit bombastic with it, but he was quite toned down, I think, and a bit more sarcastic. So yeah, it's just shame.
I mean, shout out Mr. Quinney, maybe Cause and Effect 3. You know, he'll be on there in the future. But I remember asking you at Next in Line about your name, and you were saying the suffix, the curve. That's about battle rap as a whole, the learning curve of it all.
It came to mean that, yeah. But essentially, all it came from was like Conman's my nickname at work.
Right.
So where there was a guy who used to work there whose surname was Boss, so he always got Boss Man. Right. And then when I joined, I got Conman. So I was always going to do some sort of variation of Conman. And then I wanted to do a bit like alliteration sort of stuff. You know, you've got like Take Note Tox, Shotgun Shug, Bison Briggs. So I just looked for some cool sounding C words. And and I saw Curve and I just thought, you know what, that sounds pretty sick. So let's just roll with that.
Yeah, it was. I remember we went for it with the card. I think Ed Shonks and Jem on the show, and I mentioned your name. I remember Jem laughed at the name. I think he called it a bossy name, but I'm sure he meant it, you know, in an endearing way. And let's talk about you and Dub Scandal, this Dub Scandal card. So you were just a battler originally, and then you've become more staff, more organisational. Is that right?
It was Kofi who dragged me into it.
Right.
So Dub Scandal as a league was always ran by DTH and Chip. The league itself effectively come from DTH being a headhunter who, you know, we know the history of the headhunters, what sort of happened there, mostly negatives. And DTH eventually saw, right, we need a platform basically for people like us, the bottom tier, to go and just practice and learn and hone their characters and stuff. So that's all where, you know, Dub Scandal came from. And DTH actually battled Kofi in the qualifying rounds.
Right.
And that was at Revival 5 in Manchester with Raptor versus Shocks. That was my first event, actually. So I met Kofi
the bad audio event, or at least on cam. Yeah.
Yes. So that's how I met Kofi, and then I met Manic there as well. So they're the two guys that I met in battling first. And then sort of mine and Kofi's input started with Kofi doing an event in his back garden, which was Bartleypool 1. And then I decided, right, mate, we live like 20 minutes away from each other. Let's just do something together. Let's collab. And that's when Bartleypool 2 came along, which was in the ambulance shelter with Canel and Seuss.
Yeah. We didn't have a fourth wall. I mean, quite literally and architecturally.
Yeah. It was really cool. And me and Kofi put a lot of fucking work into this place because we didn't have a budget at this time to go and seek a venue, so we thought, right, let's just go somewhere that's abandoned, that looks sick, that'll be good to film at. And we found this place like 5 minutes from where Kofi used to live, and it was just rubble, broken glass, needles, rubbish. And we spent a good like 2-3 weeks just going there, like sweeping up, de-weeding things, picking nettles out the ground, just to make it like a stable venue for people.
The effort you guys go to, like, didn't you pick up Calcium Kid and Mo's Prob on like this ridiculous car journey?
Mate, I would not do that shit again. Me and Kofi set off in Middlesbrough at, I think it was about 7 or 7:15 a.m. On the Friday, and we went to Liverpool to pick up Steve. Shout out Steve, he's a fan of the league, right. Good friend of the league, and much like a friend of the show, I suppose.
Yeah.
And we picked up Steve in Liverpool because we were getting calcium anyway. So then we got calcium from Birkenhead. I think it was about 12:30 we picked up calcium, and then straight to Brighton for prob. Think we got him about 7-8 o'clock at night, and then we drove back up to Middlesbrough. So I think overall it was just under 1,000 miles and over 19 and a half hours.
Jesus Christ.
And people gave me and Kofi credit for this. I give 100% of the credit to Kofi because he drove every fucking millimetre of this trip. I didn't drive a single centimetre. He did everything. And how the fuck he was able to do that in one run, I will never, ever understand.
Yeah, Battle Rap just inspires people to do incredible things. And yeah, I just personally want to give huge plaudits both to you and to Kofi for doing that. That is incredible. Like, so you basically, what's a long car journey like with Calcium Kid? Like, the obscure conversations that must have flew off.
Mate, I have a story, right, that actually entwines with the content of the battle itself. Wow. So it was like, fuck me, like 1:30, 2 in the morning. Everyone apart from Kofi just had a few cans. We were just getting lashed in the back of the car, basically. And we found this Twitter feed that is called Kids Write Jokes. And it's essentially like jokes written by 2- and 3-year-olds. And they are the most nonsensical.
Right.
Like, Sit Up and Punch are totally, like, non-connected. But we just found them hilarious. And Calcium's second round closer in this battle is... like, why do dinosaurs have short arms? Shut up. And that was like literally one of the jokes from this feed. And I think Prob did something as well. Something in one of his rounds. Oh, you know what? Yeah, get out of my house. Right. Was just something from this feed. And they both found it so funny that they just wanted to ad-lib it into the battle. So,
well, I mean, everyone go check out that battle. Incredible battle, and the vibe was great, as always is with Dub Scandal. So let's get to the event today, Cause and Effect 2. As I said before, 18th of August 2018, obviously, is when that's going down. I'm just reading it from the flyer. It's in the Globe. Have you guys been there before?
We haven't been there before to have an event, but me and Kofi went out and scouted the venue. Originally, we were going to have this in the Dickens, the same venue as the first Cause and Effect. But I know from fans who travelled up for the first event that Middlesbrough's not really a centre of rap, which is, I would beg to differ otherwise, because the university there, Teesside Uni, whenever they do freshers fairs and things like that, they always get grime artists. They always get like Bugsy Malone, obviously not grime, but like Example. So rap artists tend to go there quite often. It's quite a big scene. So we just wanted to try it as a bit different, really, because Don't Flop had been to Newcastle within the last, I think, half year of Cause and Effect. It was the event that Definition was meant to battle Caustic.
Yeah, Dan Canal and all that, right?
Yeah. The nearly lost event, because a lot of battles from that have only just started coming out. So I wanted to be a bit tactical for the first one and give Newcastle a miss. But then with the second Cause and Effect, I knew I wanted to go there. And the Globe's a sick little venue as well, because it's right around the corner from the Metro Radio Arena, which is like the big sort of where Ed Sheeran and shit go when they come up to Newcastle. And inside, it's a really good shaped venue, sized venue. It's got about 150 capacity. But it's got a proper like English pub feel to it. You walk in and the bar's just got like little shelves of Walker's cheese and onion crisps and nuts and like pork crackling.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's just got a really like homely feel to it, which just it fits the vibe of the league, definitely. And the prices are stupid, because I will always ask the venue, what are your sort of average drink prices? It's like anything between £2 and £4 for a pint. So
brilliant.
Not a problem.
I mean, yeah. Concrete Who, right? There's nightmare down there, a bit of a coffin. But tickets £10 on the door. Can they buy online, or is it just there at the venue?
It's just going to be there at the venue. We just thought it'd be a bit easier than setting up a ticket link, because I think you've got to pay like to have the ticket link up.
Yeah.
And we didn't like do that great with the first cause and effect. Obviously, we sold tickets, but the effect of the storm that happened at the time just meant a lot of people couldn't get there. Oh, are you good?
You can hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all good. So let's start with the card then. We start off with a tryout. Which is helpfully bracketed as such, but I could have guessed it from the names. Some classic generic battle rap names here. We have B-Type versus JR.
This is true. B-Type actually has battled before. He battled for Get Slated, I think, which was the Northeast League, which was up here a few years ago. It's since liquidated, I think. But B-Type's got quite a decent little reputation up in the Newcastle area because he is a nerdcore artist. Okay. So he raps about like robots and ghosts and all these sort of niche nerdy topics, and he's got quite a decent, little following. And I wanted to get him on for one of mine and Kofi's events for a while, because I actually went to university with him. So I've known him for a few years.
Oh, right. I've just found his Bandcamp, Nerdcore Ruin My Life by B-Type, featuring such songs as Boo, I'm a Ghost, and We Want Brains. I'm going to listen to this straight away after,
Boo, I'm a ghost with a sheet on my head.
That sounds fire.
Fucking, yeah.
What about JR? Who's JR?
So JR is, this is his first battle, this is his tryout. This is Jay Roberts, who is a friend of many, many forums, and he's been coming to events for a short while now, so this is just his stepping in the ring. So this is going to be a 2-round battle, 60 seconds, Premier Battles Academy format. So it's just going to be a nice opener for the day.
Next up is Maddo versus JD James. I've had JD on the show. He's a great friend of the show. He's an upcoming battler with a lot of promise. Maddo as well seems to be getting a lot of hype online. I can't say I've seen too much of his stuff, but he's definitely got a reputation.
Mostly for shouting out drugs.
Right.
Do you remember the shout out drugs kid from Calcium Most Pro?
Oh, yes, that was him. Okay.
This is he.
Oh, wow.
But battler-wise, he's super, super confident. And he's actually started doing a few on-beat things as well. He's actually got a clash coming up against Judge T in a grime clash. Couldn't tell you what league it's on, but it's in Manchester.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think Maddo's sick. I really like him as a battler. JD James, again, an up-and-comer. Definitely getting more and more confident with each clash. It's just a one where I thought both of these lads are showing promise, and they have quite similar styles, quite similar angles of attack. So I thought I'd just pair them together and see who is victorious.
And we've got an on-beat clash, which, I mean, Dub Scandal have done in the past. I'm thinking of, like, Mav versus DARPA. You've done some more, have you?
No, Mav versus DARPA
is the
only one we had. And that was the 3-row clash, the 3 rounds of hell.
That was fire. Just as a fan, though, please edit it better in the future. We can't have 9 reloads on a verse.
Now, a lot of people pick this up, definitely. I totally understand John's reasoning for it. The lads put on a show and he wanted to get every possible second out there, but it does dampen the clash when
it does.
When it's constant. I really like the latter don't flop on beat clashes, like Bill's a Press.
Yes.
Bill's a Dialect, where it gives you the odd reload for parts where the crowd
if the audience justify the reload, but if you're literally just hearing what you've heard before, then it's
especially when like it's almost to the end, it's like 24 into a 32 and then you reload the entire from bar 1 again. It's and again it extends the clash to a point where it gets to a time you see in the thumbnail, you think, I'm not going to sit and watch 25 minutes of this on-beat clash. If it's 15, I'm more than happy to. I mean, Bill's our Dialect. Look at the views on that. I'm sure that's only 12, 13 minutes.
Very brief, really well edited. Sounds great as well. So, TKP versus Kiwi then on beat.
Yes, so I like these two guys on beat. So Kiwi a cappella hasn't done particularly great. I think he's had 3 battles, most recently against Just Jay at Square One, and he is not particularly confident a cappella, but give him a fucking beat and he is nuts. We did the Church House Battles 2 event in Sheffield quite recently, and there was a cypher at the end of it, which is now on the Dub Scandal channel, and Kiwi fucking slaughtered it. He was so smooth, so comfy, and I wanted to put him in a clash where he could show his, his elements better, I suppose. Because if you take Bilza, again, a guy who I've mentioned quite a lot, a cappella-wise, he never really did anything great.
No.
And it was only when he jumped on beat where he found his calling, and that's how people identify with Bilza now. So I'm looking forward to Kiwi, and TKP's done a few, 16s, 24s on his Facebook and things like that. And, content-wise, it's similar to his a cappella stuff, very Eddie P-esque, very grim, horrorcore, sexcore, if you want to call it. So it's going to be an interesting clash, and I just think the league needs more on-beat battles. So it's just trying to see if we can cherry-pick people with potential to continuously do them.
Next up is Fuse versus Max P. Shout out to Fuse, Daniel. He actually just bought a Battle Rap Resume shirt and tweeted me just for when on air. So I definitely appreciate that. You are officially now a good friend of the show. And he's been coming up through the ranks. What was that? What was him getting pushed by someone? What was that? I love how you put that in as well.
Mate, Dub has the out and out complete dictionary definition. I'll say that again. Dictionary definition of the friendliest league in the UK. And this happens. Right. Fucking hell. I can't remember what the context was. I think it was that Anubis, his opponent, threatened a few friends of the show online on Facebook and stuff, and Fuse was pulling him for it. And Fuse got up in his grill. Come on, say it like a man face to face, and that's led to a bit of a push and a bit of a shove. Mm-hmm.
It's a long push. It's like a force push.
Fuck me! I thought it was like a full-on Hadouken. Yeah. I told Lawrence, right? Lawrence, edit this so you can have like a VFX Hadouken. that would be awesome. Yeah. But yeah, I've known Fuse since before he battled. He came up to me at the UKBL Bloodline event in Manchester. Mm-hmm. The vaulted event.
Yeah, and I was there as well. Yeah,
yeah.
It's one of those lost classics. Yeah,
very few of us. Yeah. But it had some good battles as well.
It did. Yeah.
I really rated Evil and Sean O'Mac.
Yeah, and there was like an O'Shea Bowski freestyle or something like that. They 2-2.
That was Koji and Evil.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes. Christ, get me on Mastermind, Tom. I tell you what, I just finished listening to Juan and Hulk.
Oh yeah.
Really good episode, mate. Really, really good.
A lot of people saying it's too hard.
I got a few. I think I counted about 7 or 8 this time.
I was listening back this morning, and I was that Yunnan zebra question. I was like, "What the fuck?" I must have been high when I was coming up with these questions. That's too difficult. No one's gonna know that.
To be honest, I said elephant as well. I think when Hulk said elephant, that's what I went down for.
Yeah. But Fuse versus Max P, Max Pepsi, who's a pretty big name for Fuse.
It is, yes, but this is just one round battle. Because Max has got a few of the things going on. He wanted to get her on the card, and I wanted to give Fuse a push because I have seen Fuse constantly getting better and better. He is very nervous. He does shake quite a lot, but he's got a character and he's got a personality, and I'll be damned if anyone watches his battles and says that he doesn't have fucking heart, because he gives it his all. I've never seen that many people show that much determination to want to do well. So I wanted to reward him with, giving him a stage, giving him a decent name, and just seeing how it goes for him, basically.
And what about Max P? I mean, this is kind of his hunting ground, right?
Basically, yeah. So Max is a local boy. He's from Cramlinton, which is just one of the districts of Newcastle.
That's a mastermind question. What district of Newcastle is Max P from?
Well, there you go, boys. There's your answer. A bit of Cramlinton. So Max did awesome against Young Crumpet. Very fucking good battle. This was at Scandal in the Wind 2. And I was really sceptical about Max because he's had a few times pulling from battles for dub, but then the times he has shown up, he's done well. So Max actually was going to pull out the night before the Young Crumpet battle. So me and Kofi to the rescue. We go pick him up because he didn't have a lift. So we decided to give Max a lift to make sure that battle actually happened. reliability aside, Max did really well against Crumpet, and I think he's found his feet now, and I think he's going to do well in this battle.
And next up is Just Jay versus Giz, who I just had on for a Battle Rap Resume episode. Shout out to Giz / Gizmo, great guy. And is this Giz's debut on dub?
This is. I've been meaning to get Giz for a while. He was meant to battle Domsky 1 at the first Cause and Effect, but Domsky had to pull out of the battle. So we try to do a short prep Giz versus Max P. Giz travelled up from fucking wherever in London it is, and Max P missed the event from down the road.
Oh.
So this was the point where I thought mine and Max's business was done, but he's made it back. So yeah, shout out to Giz. Giz and me go back quite a while. Back to Dublin actually, when I went over and battled Baylor. He went over and battled Podge Dwyer. And me and Giz just met there, and he's just a sound fucking guy. And I just really wanted to get him on to do his thing for dub.
Yeah, and Just Jay, is that a good opponent for him?
It is and it isn't, and I'll tell you why.
You meant to be selling this?
The reason I'll tell you why, I'll pull this back, don't worry, Tom. I've got this. So, Giz and Just Jay are battling each other on the basis that I had Giz and I had Just Jay, and I didn't have anyone else for them to battle. So I just went, right, let's slap them together and see what happens. Stylistically, they are so far apart. Giz is very, very ruthless, attacking, very hood, that kind of typical Gab battler. Jay is a lot more about antics and clowning and, almost Calcium-esque multi-choices. But Jay's proven in his last 2 battles against Kiwi, which is unreleased, and against Magic Mike on dub, that he's capable of some fucking quality violent bars and real shit, real talk bars. So I actually think if Jay takes this seriously, this is going to be a lot closer a style clash. A style complement, I should say, than a lot of people would think going into it. Because, Giz has battled people like Shocks, for fuck's sake. He's
jump off loads.
Jump off, yeah. And Jay is a relatively new opponent for him, but it's just the case where both of them just want to have a laugh and they want to have a battle, and they're just going to go toe for toe. And that's what you want in battling. You just want people to battle for the ability to say, I fucking beat you, mate.
I mean, one of the most indelible images in battle rap comes from Giz against Shocks. I think he's talking about attacking Shocks' child, and the bedroom would look like the temple steps after an Aztec sacrifice. And it's like, Jesus. I know, I was like, it's kind of breathtaking in a way.
Me.
Kofi versus Johnny Darko. Johnny Darko, if I'm not mistaken, one of the Rap Is Full guys, right?
He is, formerly of DFI as well, Don't Flop Ireland.
Oh, wow, okay, old school.
Old school. He only had one battle. It was against someone called Bubba J, I think. Someone who's never battled before or since. But Darko is a fucking monster. He made his return to battling against, I think, Scabman the Scaldy, which is the best battling name ever, on Rap Is Full. He battled Scabman, and Darko fucking killed it. Arguably performance of the day on a card which had, Nugget versus Raptor on it. Nugget's comeback battle. Darko blew it out the water, and he came back recently with his second Rap Is Full battle, and again just decimated it. So he's just constantly on fire. I tell you who it was against. It was against Row B for England versus Ireland, the Premier Battles event. And I have wanted to get Johnny Darko on for quite a while because I'm really, really tight with the Rap Is Full boys. They took good care of me when I was out there. And we've looked after Terminal and Podge when they've came over here. Couple of Rap Is Full lads on the dub card. We're just trying to look after each other, basically.
How's it going to size up for Kofi?
To be completely honest, Kofi has a lot of hard work to do for this battle.
Right.
I obviously rate Kofi, I think on his day, when he's having a good showing and he's solidly prepared and he's got his material found out, he's really fucking good. And he did really well against Deviant as well in the main event for Scandal in the Wind 2. If he keeps doing more like that, he can really do well in this battle. I mean, Kofi, a lot of people just underestimate him. You know, he's battled Briggsy, he's battled Dank Schrader, he's battled Max P. So he's battled a lot of decent named opponents. It's just the case where he has a battle that isn't so good for him, and it knocks him a few steps back, and it takes him a few more battles to rewrite it, to correct himself.
And why aren't we seeing you on this card?
Oh, bro, because I put that much effort into making sure the show runs smoothly that I can't be bothered to think of 3 rounds. I mean, for the first cause and effect, it was meant to be me and Scoop, and I am so happy that didn't happen. Yeah. I'm still happy that battle hasn't happened.
What an odd battle. I mean, no offense, I think, but left field.
Very left field. I think from Scoop's point of view, he was sort of in the mindset that he didn't get to where he is now without having the opportunity to battle on Birth of the Brave. And if he wasn't given an opportunity to show what he can do, he wouldn't be where he is now. And I think he sort of saw something in me in that I'm going to give you the opportunity to show what you can do and see if you can jump up and, you know, do your thing. It's not going to happen anytime soon, this battle. I still hope it does, but it'll be like years down the line, 100%. But yeah, regardless, why I'm not battling on Cause and Effect 2, just because I want to make sure the thing fucking works.
I understand. It's the same way that Soliloquy isn't returning on BRR in the park. You know, I mean, the public declaration is there. People want it. They want to see me choke yet again, but it's just, it's not going to go through in the future. Titan versus Magic Mike.
Do you know how happy I am that I've set this up? Right, Dub has an ever-blossoming reputation for hood classics, the Dub classics, we call. Stuff like Manic versus Young Crumpet, DARPA versus Young Crumpet, just these odd spectacles, you know, in the same sense that Fozzy versus Jack is a spectacle. A battle that is such a beautiful chaos that you can't not be entertained by it. And in terms of the Dub roster, the 2 fucking key figureheads of this genre, Titan and Magic Mike, they're both so fucking good at being so fucking entertaining, regardless of the quality of the writing, the quality of the performance. Fuck all of that. These are people you want to watch. And Titan, when I offered him the battle, he didn't quite understand that I was going for that. He couldn't quite tell what I was going for. But I think after a bit more explanation, he totally sees why I've set this up. So it's just going to be fucking funny. That's all I want it to be. I want it to be a funny, memorable battle.
Yeah, and it's perfect for like the 7th battle of the day when we're just getting into the higher names on the card. Everyone's going to be rowdy. And yeah, I think Magic Mike and Titan, they fit. They're kind of kindred in a way.
They are, yes. I kind of view battling the same way I view wrestling, because I'm a big wrestling fan. I've been a wrestling fan all my life. And you can have your champions, you can have your people at the top of the card, the best technical wrestlers who are the best at doing the moves. They are the coolest characters. But every now and again, you love that wrestler who people just have a laugh at. The one who's not that great, but you just love them because they're just trying their best. And I see that in both Titan and Magic Mike. It's just a fun fucking battle.
It really is. Can't wait to see that one. Acre, giant fan of this guy. He was just on the show recently. The episode will be out in the near future. We did top 10 nastiest battlers, and it was a joy to listen to this man speak as well. He's a fantastic orator. Versus Roby.
This is the complete opposite of Titan versus Magic Mike. This is the case of the wrestlers who are the best technical wrestlers. I fucking love Acre. What a fucking find we've had getting this guy. So Acre came into Dub Scandal. Nobody knew who he was. We didn't have a government name. We didn't have anything other than a Facebook account called Acre Spades and a random picture of him in a sepia tone. Honestly, it looked like something out of Oh, what's that film? Fucking with the photos.
That's Memento.
Memento. Yeah, yeah. Fucking. How did you get that? That was
film with the photos. Well, yeah, it's kind of got famous, you know. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So it's like some shit out of Memento, right? And he shows up from fucking Scotland down to Sheffield. 2 battles, bodies both of them. Like, who does that? You don't get many people come down and within an hour and a half body 2 people in a 3-rounder and a 1-rounder. Like, it's insane. I've never seen anyone debut quite like it. And he's just continued to push on and push on and push on, battling people like Bard while also battling other prospects like Rabda and Lord Bentner in a 24-hour prep battle. He's such a versatile battler, and I think that all culminates in the Jay Short battle, which has got such good praise. And legitimately, even though I'm like affiliated with Dub Scandal and I'm behind the scenes and I set things up, Acre Jay Short is probably top 5, maybe even top 3 best battles I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think it's definitely the best dub battle, I would say.
Live, I'd say.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's so many fucking unbelievable battles out there. I'll save them for the full-on Conman Curve episode.
Right.
But yeah, Acre's fantastic, and I paired him against Row B because I want to get some more Irish lads over, and Row B has that very similar to Acre performance. Very electric. He's very loud. He's very vocal. His projection's spot on. I think they both just complement each other's styles really well, while also being completely unique to each other. So this is going to be a barnstormer of a battle. I'm really, really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, this will be fantastic. We get to... Well, there was meant to be Raptor and Briggsy, right? We're meant to be facing off against Mav and Darper? Was that what it was?
This is correct. It was meant to be Maverick and Darper versus Raptor and Briggsy. And BRR exclusive. The reason this ain't going down is because Maverick wanted to take a step out of battling.
Okay.
He sort of, when he agreed to do the battle, he was a bit 50-50 about it. So eventually, he's decided to drop it, and we try to sort something with Darper, Raptor, Briggsy. We try to do something, new opponents, other combinations, and just nothing really came to fruition. Which is a shame because that is a fucking money battle to lose. Yeah. But, the show goes on and we've still got a solid enough card to compensate for it. I'd love to work with Briggsy and I'd love to work with Raptor, but their schedules are so tight anyway. Briggsy's battling Zen coming up on Premier Battles. He's just finished battling Carl French. Raptor's got Templar Surfer the week before Cause and Effect 2.
Right.
As well as his other Premier Battles, stuff. Mm-hmm. He's only just got back from fucking Ireland battling Podge, you know what I mean? Like, these guys are regulars. These are not half-asses.
They're pros,
These are 1 month, 2 month, 3 month battles. Ridiculous work ethic, as well as all the other stuff they're doing. They're going out, they're doing live sets, they're doing viral videos. It's absolutely crazy, the work ethic on these guys. So it's a shame not to be able to work with them this time round, but we're definitely going to do something with them in future. That's a guarantee.
But I love the 2-on-2 we've got. Jay Short and LS Dean versus Lazy and Bear Solutions.
Now, I'm going to ask you a bit of knowledge, because I'm not so certain with all the shit that happened with Don't Flop Extra and, Verse Tracker being a bit fucked over because of it. Have Lazy and Bear 2-on-2'd each other because they have a category on Verse Tracker?
They were supposed to 2-on-2 Uno and Zane.
That is true, the birthday, right?
Yeah, at the birthday. Yes. And I remember, because obviously I live in Oxford, and at the time they were at uni and we were hanging out, and I remember them doing their rounds. I remember Bear had a brilliant round about Uno being a milkman, and it was really well put together. But yeah, and then I think they were supposed to battle Mac, Sherry and someone else, and Mac and that pulled out. But I don't think there's actually any footage of them together, no.
That's sick then, because that means that we've got the first Lazy and Bear battle. I think their styles pair together really well. Lazy's really, they're both very good projection, both really loud, charismatic, but Lazy goes more for the jugular and Bear goes more for the character. And I think that blend of attack works really, really well for the pair of them. Just want to quickly say as well, shout out Bear Solutions as well. At the time of recording this video, I was meant to have battled Better Solutions at Rapping It Jack 2 for Code Red. Sadly, I've had a few, things in the family. My stepdad just passed away on, a few days ago. So I've just had to pull out to look after my family. But me and Bear Solutions have spoke. We're 100% going to make the battle happen at some point. We're both really happy with our material. So just keep your eyes peeled for that one.
Yeah, I think that will be a fantastic clash, and this as well. Like, I've said to Lazy, like Jay Short and LS Dean, that I don't really want to kind of give away what they should talk about, but I think there's so many angles with these guys, and with Lazy and Bear as well, that they can go at like fresh material that could be really funny.
I agree, and that's the beauty of the 2-on-2 clash, and you don't really see many 2-on-2 battles now. Unless they're like sort of freestyle ones, like what was the retaliation one that just happened? Bowski and
Canel and
Bonnie.
Bowski and Canel versus Bonnie and Mickey, I think.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of 2-on-2s like that are just off the cuff. I mean, fucking hell, even Dubs had one that didn't get dropped on the channel. It was Canel and Danny Jack against everyone.
It's got to come out.
It's on the Dub Scandal Facebook page.
Right.
And I think it starts as like Canel and Danny against maybe Acre and Judge T, and then it just sort of evolves into like a sort of Royal Rumble, but it's rather than everyone against each other, it's Canel and Danny take on. It was brilliant, really good. But yeah, this is such a good battle, and Jay Short and LS Dean will be able to work so well together. They're good mates outside of battling. I rate the fuck out of LS Dean. He's such a slow burner in terms of people to realise his potential, but I think he's proven recently in things like the Academy against DTH at Cause and Effect that he's got a sick performance, and I think him and Jay are going to complement each other's styles really, really well.
And top of the card, really this is something that should have went down to the Test 10, but the beauty of Dub Scandal is you think of these matchups that no one else has really put together yet. Matter versus Mr. Tongue Twister.
Oh, you know how proud I am. Oh my lord. I think what Dub Scandal replicates, not like directly, it's not like on purpose that it's happened this way, but we really replicate the early Don't Flop era quite well, of smaller, closer knit events with just people wanting to better the other opponent. It's not like nothing friendly going on. It's just, let's just fucking battle and I'm going to like outword the shit out of you. Oh, you can't do that. I'm going to outword the shit out of you, buddy. And that's basically what Dub's going for. But I love bringing back guys that I've watched for years. Like being able to get Calcium Kid back where no other league could is crazy. That was all Kofi, by the way. That was none of my input to make that happen.
Right.
But I got prob, so, that's a 50-50. But it was actually Calcium who helped me hook up with Matter. Calcium put in a good word for me about just how well we looked after him and looked after Prob, and that's how we were able to get Matter. And in terms of Tongue Twister, he's just a guy that I've rated for so long, and I think he's so stupidly underrated.
He really is. I think he's probably the most underrated of that era.
But it's so nonsensical because he always performs.
So consistent.
So consistent. He always has 3 fully prepped direct rounds of material. And every round has minimum 3, 4, 5 belly laughs from everyone in the crowd. It's ridiculous. He's so fucking good. And I think that his character, his demeanour works with Matters so well. They both kind of do similar things in terms of how they break people down, but Matters a lot more chilled out and relaxed, whereas Tongue Twister's a bit more, dare I say it, more pantomime with it. So I think they just complement each other really well, and it's going to make for a fucking fun clash to watch. Definitely.
Yeah, inspired. Really inspired choice there. And the whole card is fantastic. So I want to say yet again, 18th of August, this is going down pretty soon. That's a Saturday, right?
It is.
Saturday,
It is Saturday,
okay.
yeah.
Cause and Effect 2, £10 tickets on the door. We'll put there's no real link down. Is there a Facebook group we can link to, or we can link to Dub Scandal page?
You could, on Facebook, if you search Dubscussion, that's DUBSCUSSION, Dubscussion. That is the Dub Scandal forum, and come in, have a laugh, chat to some people, and maybe even get a try out one day. That's the way it works these days.
Well,
go on.
Well, we will, as I said before, we'll definitely do an episode, BRI episode in the future. And I think we've been speaking a while about doing like a top 10 Dub Scandal battles as well. I think that would be really fun to do. Maybe get Kofi on as well to do that, and we can just, go perhaps at the end of the year or early next year. What is Dub Scandal's 2018 looking like? So we've got Cause and Effect, 18th of August, and what's the rest of the year?
So far, it's Cause and Effect, and then in October the 6th, we have got the second birthday scandals, which is going to be at the Palm Tree, the classic Dub Scandal venue, and we have got a card for you, ladies and gentlemen. If you like Calcium versus Prob, and if you like Matter versus Tongue Twister in terms of putting together people from the past, from the Golden Age, who you think, why haven't they battled yet? The main event for the second birthday will more than fulfill that fucking need. I'm so happy. Oh god, I sound like a right knob, but
no, the enthusiasm's what we need, definitely, yeah. and you totally do not. I guess finally, how do people get at you? The social media, that sort of stuff.
Right, so you can hit me up on Facebook, Connor Robert Bell, and you can also hit me up on Instagram at Connor Robert Bell, because I'm creative as fuck.
God, that's crazy. I went to secondary school with Connor Bell. He was a close friend, so I've not thought of him for like 9 years. So that's
not the real Connor Bell, man.
No.
That's a con man.
He went on to be a tree surgeon, and he was obsessed with Oblivion, the Skyrim precursor. That's all I really remember about that guy. But shout out Connor
If you've
Bell.
got like a This Is Your Life of a guy, fuck me. Tree surgeon,
loved his RPGs. But I guess lastly, Dub Scandal, right? People, because like Mr. Tug Twister, Dub Scandal, criminally underappreciated. You guys have, and I'm not saying this nastily, I'm saying this like, I can't believe it, incredulously. You have no subscribers.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Considering that, like, view-wise, we're actually not doing that bad.
Yeah.
And me and Most Prop were speaking the other day, because we talk quite a lot. And Prob noticed that the views for the Calcium Prob battle, it's about, like, 400 views less than his Harry Baker battle, which is on a channel with, like, nearly 10 times the amount of subscribers. And it's been out for over a year longer. Mm-hmm. Really, we are doing fairly well. I don't know if it's just a thing where people can't really be asked to click the subscribe button, but they still watch anyway.
I guess so. They had a thread on that on the UKBR group. I was going to say subreddit, where people are like, "Why don't you subscribe? What have you unsubscribed to?" And people are like, "Oh, I don't want it to clog up my feed." I'm like, "Calm down. It's a thumbnail. Like, scroll past it. Like, support leagues. Like, don't be so precious."
I think maybe the trouble in recent times has been that there's been so many new leagues come through that people just can't really remember what they've subscribed to, who they've subscribed to. And it's quite funny because Dub Scandal actually predates a lot of this stuff. Dub Scandal predates Chalked Out, Code Red, Premier Battles. It predates the fucking fall down of Don't Flop. It predates Next in Line 1.
Fucking hell, you're right. Yeah, it does. It's joined 23rd of July, 2016.
Yeah. And yet still, whenever these new leagues are getting brought up, people throw a Dub Scandal in there, like not really realising the sort of age of it, I suppose. That's
Cause and Effect 2. I can't wait to hear about this event. I hope anyone that maybe wasn't aware is going to go down. It is a bargain for £10 for so many ridiculous battles. 10 battles, right?
It is
at the moment.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
10.
It is. 10
we're not adding any more.
Okay.
I think 10's a good amount.
Yeah.
to go for.
Absolutely. Well, this has been great. Everyone go subscribe to Dub Scandal. Follow Battle Rap Resume. Subscribe to us. Got the Patreon, iTunes, all that sort of stuff. Conman, it's been a pleasure.
Oh, thank you, Tim. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Friendly neighborhood Conman, as per. Hope you've been all right, Battle Rap Resume. Let's fucking go.